Bienvenue or bienvenue de retour. So, more tidbits to speak French a little more French. In this video, I wanted to go over a couple of things that you may or may not know about in French. The first one is the word si. And of course, this word exists in Spanish and Italian and means yes. However, in French, it can also mean yes, but under a very special circumstance. So let's go over how it's used. Si is used to show like a definitive opposition to a negated statement or question, or to affirm a question. Let's go through a few examples. So as a first example, if someone says to you, I don't think he's very nice. Je le trouve pas très gentil. If you feel that is definitely not true, you would say, oh si, il est très gentil. Oh no, he's very nice. Or, you think she's nice? Tu la trouves gentille? You would respond, if you believe so, by saying, ah si, elle est très gentille. Oh yeah, she is nice. Or someone says to you, I don't think the store opens at 10. Je pense pas que le magasin ouvre à 10 heures. If you know it does, you would say, ah si, ça ouvre à 10 heures pile. No, it opens at 10 on the dot. Or lastly, if somebody asks you, the movie wasn't very good, le film n'était pas bon, you might say, ah si, c'était un chef-d'œuvre. Oh no, it was a masterpiece. So you see what I mean? Again, it means yes, but only when opposing somebody's negative comment or question or affirming somebody's question, you see? Oh, you might notice that I dropped the ne in the negative. Yeah, I go over that in another video about contractions and speaking faster. So give it a look. Now let's try repeating those si sentences together. First, le film était pas bon? Ah si, c'était un chef-d'œuvre. Je le trouve pas très gentil. Ah si, il est très gentil. Tu la trouves gentille? Ah si, elle est très gentille. Bah, je pense pas que le magasin ouvre à 10 heures. Ah si, ça ouvre à 10 heures pile. Great. Now, moving on to the second topic. Have you heard people using du coup? Have you heard this term? Have you tried using it? If you don't know what it is, it's the same as like saying so or and so in English. This is one of those things you might not learn in a class or maybe even with a tutor, but it's something that is highly, highly used in French. I can't even tell you. It's highly used in French conversation. So let's go through a few examples. First one being, instead of driving, I took the train, and so I arrived much earlier. Au lieu de conduire, j'ai pris le train, du coup, je suis arrivé beaucoup plus tôt. Or, I was really sick, so I canceled. J'étais très malade, du coup, j'ai annulé. Or, the protesters were furious, so they broke all the windows. Les manifestants étaient furax, du coup, ils ont cassé toutes les vitres. There we go. I think you get the idea by now. Also, you'll notice that I contracted je suis into the informal suis contraction. That's something I go over in the video about contractions, so give it a look if you haven't already. Now, let's repeat those du coup sentences together. So to begin, au lieu de conduire, j'ai pris le train, du coup, je suis arrivé beaucoup plus tôt. J'étais très malade, du coup, j'ai annulé. Les manifestants étaient furax, du coup, ils ont cassé toutes les vitres. Great. So du coup is a term that, again, is highly, highly used in French. You can certainly use other terms like donc or finalement, etc., but du coup is just really good to be aware of and to start incorporating into your speech. Cool? So now you've learned a couple of little extra tidbits to help yourself be a little more French. Next time you find yourself in a French conversation, give them a try. Don't be scared. You'll love it. Ok. Bon, merci bien. Ciao.